Alright, I'm gonna show you all my rabbit setup because y'all got a lot of questions about this stuff. So this is what I got going on. Alright, that up there is my 55-gallon water drum, and I got water lines coming down, and they come down, and the rabbits, I'll show you, they drink off that. They touch that thing, it's spring loaded, and water comes out. Can't really see it too well, but it does. And that's how they drink. I got one in that cage. It's a cage where I keep a lot of the babies at. They got 3 of them in there, so they don't have to wait on one. And then, down there, they all have water at all times. They never run out. This thing, I fill it up probably once a month, and I don't have to worry about anything. They never have to be without water. And then here's their little food cages. This guy's got a little small one because he's the only one that eats on it. But I filled this up every 2 days for one rabbit. Full grown, and I top it off more or less. It's not always empty when I get to it. These little guys have a bigger one, but so that's how I feed them, that's how I water them. And then down here, because I put hay in there, the things a lot, and then it'll fall through the cracks and whatnot, and it'll end up down there, and then that's where all the poop and the hay's at, and urine and stuff. So that I turn into compost and I put in my garden. So like in about a week, or actually in a couple of days, I'm going to have be borrowing a rototiller, and I'm going to take all that, put it in I lay it across my garden, and I'm going to rototiller it in, and then I'm going to give it, I'm going to try to water it and whatnot, rototiller it again after a week, and then I'll be ready for planting. So that's about it. This is where my rabbits go when it's time to fatten them up. Just throw them in there, and they're separate. Well, this guy right here is my breeder. He's my male. This is my female. This is my new female. And then I'm probably going to keep one of these females. And that's going to be all my breeders. I'm going to have 3 females and 2 males. Or sorry, 3 females, 1 male. So, the male has his own rat cage, so do each of the females. They have babies. And then once the babies are weaned and they don't need mom anymore, they'll go to the fattening cage over here. And they stay there till they freaking. And this one actually I just threw up, so that's not usually. Usually I have like one of these other ones. I just started throwing this one up together, and I'm gonna have this built up. It's gonna be my fattening up cage. So it's not too bad. They each have their own little space to hang out and chill, do their thing. They're out of the elements. They have all the food and water they always want. The food I buy, it depends. Usually I'm buying this green bag. This is about, I think, 14 bucks, and it's 50 pounds. And I'd probably say one rabbit would need to go through one bag. It'd probably take them, I'd say about, for a full-grown rabbit, I'm talking about too, one of my breeders, it'd probably take them about 2 months to go through one bag. So, and in those 2 months, they could easily, be producing 1 litter of rabbits. 1 litter of rabbits takes, I want to say it's 31 days from the time of conception to the time of birth. And then I usually give my female another like 2 to 3 weeks before I breed her again. So I have a litter about every 3 months. Is that about right? Yeah, about every 3 months, I guess. Yep. So it's not too bad. So in 2 months, she'll eat about $15 a say worth of food, and she'll produce between 5 to 10 rabbits, depending on the size of the litter. And that food also, she feeds them off of that. And then each additional rabbit, they'll eat, let's say $2 worth of food each week after that. And they usually are about 3 months old when I call them or harvest them. And so by the time the rabbit's been harvested, they maybe have been through $5 to $6 worth of food. And after I butcher them, they usually weigh about 3 pounds, sometimes a little more. So that's the breakdown of my setup and how generally the breeding of my rabbits goes. It's real easy. Like I said, I feed them about every 2 days. I water them every month, maybe at the most. Then in the summer it's maybe a little bit sooner, maybe about 3 weeks. But it's very safe, self-maintaining. I'll go in here about every 2 weeks, and I'll take this one out of the cage, say. and then I'll spray the whole thing down with a little bit of bleach, maybe not much, and then spray it down with the hose. That keeps that clean, and it's pretty easy. Like I said, when it comes to stuff you have to do, water, like, you know, at least for my setup, I have water once a month, feed every 2 days, clean their cage out, which takes 5 minutes, you know, with the hose, every you know, 2-3 weeks, and that's it. I mean, and I can let this sit as long as I want. I've been saving it up for about 2-3 months now, for the garden, because I'm going to be putting that in the garden. But it's pretty straightforward and simple. So if you have any questions, let me know.